Hi everyone, happy Friday. Thanks for joining us for another edition of the Superha Family Storytime. So glad you could join us.
Hi, I'm Nina, this is Ben, and this is Hammy, and we've got our two kids listening today as we read a special book in celebration of
Asian and Pacific Islander American Heritage Month.
Nicely said. We wanted to celebrate our heritage and talk about a story that is a lot of fun and reminds me of my childhood days in Taiwan. I was born there and raised there until I was 5 and then moved to California. And you were born in New York, so this is not as much of your childhood, but it's still a really cool tale. So we wanted to share this story with you and our kids and Hammy. Let's get started, shall we? It's called Lenny's Lantern. A Moon Festival Tale by Brenda Williams and Benjamin Lacombe. Why don't you start us off?
All right. Now, tell me again what you're to buy from the market, said Lenny's mother. Lenny counted the items off on his fingers as he repeated the list once more. Mooncakes, star fruit, rice, yams, and peanuts for Uncle Huey. Did you pronounce it Huey? Huey? Or
Huey,
Huey?
Uncle Huey, I think.
Uncle Huey.
Or Huey.
Or Huey.
Or Dewey and Louie.
Good boy, said his mother. Can I buy a red rabbit lantern for the moon festival? Please, begged Lenny. Well, that is up to you, said his mother. I have no more money to spare, but if you bargain well at the market, you may have enough left for a red rabbit lantern. Lenny smiled happily. That won't be a problem. I can bargain better than anyone I know. He turned to go, reciting the list like a poem as he walked away. Mooncakes, star fruit, rice, yams, and don't forget the peanuts for Uncle Huey. You know how much he likes them, his mother called after him.
So the Lantern Festival was something that I grew up with that was really fun. It was the one day of the year that you could buy a lantern or make your own and then just kind of hold it at the end of a stick and you walk around and everyone's just holding these lit lanterns. It's really special and super fun and cool. I had a fish lantern, I think, and I was really excited about it. Wish we would do that here, that'd be fun. As Lenny cycled to the market, he smiled and waved to people working in the rice paddies. Very soon he saw Uncle Huey checking the fish drying outside his house. Are you well, Uncle Huey? Asked Lenny. Yes, thank you, Uncle Huey answered as he turned the last fish to face the sun. I'm off to the market, said Lenny. If I bargain well, Mother says I can buy a red rabbit lantern with the change. And will you be taking it to the picnic tonight? Asked Uncle Huey. Yes. Will you be climbing the mountain with us, Uncle Huey? Of course, said Uncle Huey. I may be getting old, but I still enjoy mooncakes and peanuts. Good luck with your bargaining. Lenny grinned happily and hurried on his way.
There he is on his bike, headed to the market. It must be Uncle Huey. Huey. He's heading off through the moon gate. It's the moon gate, yeah?
It looks pretty cool, yeah.
Lenny smiled as he passed under the moon gate. That will bring me luck in my bargaining at the market, he thought, and I shall now live for 5 minutes longer. In the market, Lenny stopped to look longingly at the candy apples. Do you want to buy one? Asked the trader. No, thank you, said Lenny. I have to buy mooncakes, star fruit, rice, yams, and I mustn't forget the peanuts for Uncle Huey. But if I bargain well, Mother says I may buy a red rabbit lantern with the change. But my candy apples are very good, said the trader. You could buy one of these and still have money to spare. They look delicious, said Lenny, but I really want a red rabbit lantern for the festival tonight.
Goodbye then, said the trader smiling. Maybe you will change your mind later on. Lenny knew he wouldn't change his mind. He really, really wanted a red rabbit lantern, even more than a candy apple. Such a beautiful place where he's bargaining.
You can read this.
Okay. How much is a small sack of rice, please? Lenny asked the rice trader. How much money do you have? Asked the trader. Lenny showed him. "Why, you are rich," said the trader. "You could buy my finest fragrant rice with that money." "No, thank you," said Lenny. "I have to buy mooncakes, starfruit, rice, yams, and I mustn't forget the peanuts for Uncle Hui. But if I bargain well, Mother says I may buy a red rabbit lantern with the change, and I really want a red rabbit lantern for the festival tonight." "Then I shall bargain with you," the man laughed, and he started with a very high price. Lenny laughed too. "Ha! That is far too much. I will give you a quarter of that amount." "Too little," said the rice trader. "Do you think I am a fool?" They bargained and bargained until eventually Lenny agreed to a sensible price, one he knew his mother would approve of.
Yin Li was feeling very pleased with himself after buying the rice for such a good price. He was beginning to enjoy his shopping. So when he bought the starfruit, he bargained hard, and once more he did very well. At the next stand, he paused to look at the little dough figure. He wanted to buy one to play with, but then he reminded himself that he would need to keep all the money he could. He wanted to get a red rabbit lantern. So he moved on. It's a tough word, tough.
Say it 3 times
Red
really fast.
rabbit lantern. So he moved on to buy some yams. Again, he bargained well and put the yams into his basket with the starfruit and the rice. Now, Lenny thought, I have only the mooncakes and the peanuts for Uncle Hui to buy.
And I believe that's the rice trader. And look how cute this lantern is. It's a big red bunny lantern. I would have liked that one too. It's actually cooler than the fish lantern I had. But on the way to buy the mooncakes, the lantern stall caught Lin Yi's eye. He couldn't resist stopping to take a look. "Would you like to buy one of my red rabbit lanterns for the festival tonight?" asked the lantern seller. Lin Yi stared. He loved the large red rabbit lanterns that were decorated with gold, but he knew they would be far too expensive. "No, I must wait," he said, shaking his head. "I still have to buy the mooncakes, and then I'll come straight back for one of your small red rabbit lanterns." "But there are lots of people buying mooncakes today. By the time you return, I may have sold both the small lanterns." "Please wait, please," he begged. "I really want a red rabbit lantern. Promise me you'll keep one for me." "I'm sorry," said the lantern seller. "I have a wife and children to feed, so if someone wants the last red rabbit lantern, then I must sell it to them. After all, you may not bargain well enough, and then you will have not enough money for a lantern." Lenny hurried away to buy the mooncakes, which are delicious, by the way. I like the mooncakes, but I actually only like the egg part. I don't really eat the other part. I leave it.
At last, he thought, arranging the mooncakes in his basket. Now I am ready to buy the red rabbit lantern. Just then a woman walked past, munching peanuts, and he suddenly remembered Uncle Hui. Oh no, he thought, I forgot to buy the peanuts. He counted his money carefully. Even if he bargained well, he knew he would not have enough money to buy peanuts and a lantern. His heart sank right down to his shoes. He had tried so hard, and now it seemed that his dream was over. He stood still for a while, trying to decide what to do. He so wanted the lantern, but he also knew how much Uncle Hui loved peanuts. Biting his lip and wiping away tears, Lin Yi turned firmly away from the lanterns and went to buy Uncle Hui's peanuts.
What a good boy. Let's get some comments from the peanut gallery. What do you guys think so far? Do you think he's going to get his lantern? Do you think he can afford it? What are your thoughts?
I think he's gonna maybe run out of money, but maybe someone will give him something.
Interesting. What about you, Benny? What do you think?
Same thing.
Same? Okay, let's see what happens.
So there he is, disappointed.
Poor kid.
Oh,
Aw.
no, he's heading home.
He's dejectedly just
Yeah.
riding his bike home. Poor guy. Sadly, Lin Yi cycled home without his red rabbit lantern. "You are a good boy, Lin Yi," said his mother. "You have bought everything we need for our picnic. We have beautiful mooncakes decorated with the jade hair and the moon fairy. We have the star fruit, which our daughter Ashley loves, and they will be delicious. You must have bargained well, especially for the rice and yams. But Lin Yi, what about your red rabbit lantern? Didn't you manage to buy even a small one? No, said Lin Yi bravely, trying not to cry. But there will be others I can see at the festival tonight. It doesn't matter. But of course, in his heart, it did matter. It mattered very much. Still, Lin Yi tried not to show it. Instead, he took the peanuts and gave them to Uncle Hui with a big smile. Thank you, Lin Yi, said Uncle Hui. Now I have a present for you. He's wondering, what could this gift be?
Lin Yi was speechless as he saw the red rabbit lantern. Oh, thank you, Uncle Hui, he exclaimed. It is beautiful, far better than any lantern I dreamed of having. And he beamed with happiness. How did you know that I didn't have enough money left to buy one, he asked. Well, said Uncle Hui with a twinkle in his eye, let's just say that during Moon Festival time, many special things can happen, especially if you pass through the Moon Gate. We don't ask the reason, we are just happy. And side by side, they climbed the moonlit mountain, Uncle Hui munching his peanuts as Lin Yi proudly carried his glowing red rabbit lantern.
That's quite a beard on Uncle Hui. Whoa.
We were right.
And there's his lantern. You guys were right. Smart. And everyone else has the round lanterns, but Lin Yi has the really cute red rabbit lantern. Yay! All right. And that is the end of this book.
Yeah.
So thank
Sounds like
you
he made the
for-
right decision.
Yes. Smart
Yeah.
boy. He was very obedient, and yet at the end, he got what he wanted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good story.
It sure is. Okay, well, thanks for joining us for this special book today. Have a great weekend, and hopefully we'll see you on Monday.
All right. God bless.
Take care.